Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is about assembling that assault support boat from GHQ in that 1:285 scale. I know I've been drowning people in Navy, brown water Navy Vietnam boats for a few days now, but this is the last of those assemblies and we're just going to quickly do it now. And I'll start by just tidying up the model, just going around with a file, just looking for any flashing. And I've had a pretty good look at this model and it's pretty good. There's only one sort of spot on the back here where there's a little bit of flashing, but it's been pretty good. Yeah, sorry I've been smashing everyone with these boat builds, but I just wanted to get them all done together, and we've still got the labs and people wanted to see infantry and some helicopters, so we're sort of working towards that. If there's something you want to see built, if I've got it in stock, let me know. If it's 15mm or the GHQ stuff or the Davco ships I do, let me know and I'll have a look through what I've got. If I've got it, we'll do it. Anyway, so I'll just start by doing the front machine gun, which is the twin linked turret here, and that goes into the front of the model here. So I'll just pick it up, have a look at it. We're sort of lucky that it's pretty tidy. It doesn't really have any flashing on it or anything. Had a look around it. It's quite tidy. And sometimes I'll put blue tack on the model, but for this series of builds, I'm just gluing them in place. So just a little bit of glue there, and that's just normal store-bought super glue. And I'll just sit that turret in. And you can see there, that's the twin linked one, so two turrets. So, and I might just, oh no, it's set already. I was going to turn it on a bit of an angle, but it's set already, that's fine. So that one's in. Then I'll just follow the diagram along. So next will be that radar tower, then the coxswain's canopy, then the midship canopy, the turret for the middle. So I just go along and I go, right, we need a radar. The next thing on that little sheet is the radar dome. Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place today. And I haven't been painting because I paint outside in the shed, but it's been so hot here. It's been 42, 43, 44 degrees plus Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's hot. So I just try and straighten that up. Normally I just use a file or anything that's got a straight edge to get it a little bit straight. Just try and make them look a little bit better than what they do. Remember, they're small models. You know, GHQ can't you can't say too much bad about them about that. They do a fantastic job with some of these small models. So radar dome next. And I'll just sit that in there and I'll hold it for a few seconds just to let it bond. Of course it didn't work. Probably better if I hold it, you know, at a better angle. Yeah, so I've still got the lab build going on, ready to be primed. So I might make a quick video just how I just put it on that double-sided tape. So the lab build hasn't been forgotten. It's definitely happening. Then I move on to the coxswain's canopy or the skipper's canopy. And I just go along any of those edges and just trim them up. Have a look at it. It only makes a point of contact only has a few points of contact on the assault support boat. So I'm just gonna put some glue around like that. I mean, this area is super detailed on the inside and we're not gonna see it. That's a bit too much glue, but then I just place it on there and that'll bond. that'll grab, there's enough glue there to grab it. Spare radar dome. I'm going to make a video on what I do with all my spare parts, but for now I'll just put it back in the plastic container that it come from. The center turret, once again, just look around, any flashing, trim up any of that flashing you see on it, and a little bit of glue, top dome. And I normally have a look at, if I've assembled a few of them, I have a look at which way I've put that turret on other boats, so they're not all sort of facing to the port or starboard. I've got a mixture of both. So this one I'm just going to put on there and just face the side a bit. I mean, you can face them towards the front. The thing that gets me is, excuse me, pardon me, the thing that gets me is this radar dome's in the middle. You've got a big turret, so no, don't, yeah, it's a bit, that turret would have to spin right round the other way to shoot. So anyway, they're still cool models. Then this midships canopy, which I find is a bit tricky to put on. They're just yeah, it just fits. I mean, you got point something of a millimeter each side when you sit it on. Once again, it's another one, just go around with a file or a hobby knife, just trim it up. Then I just get the tweezers and just place it on there. So sit it on there like that. And then I'll let that dry a bit. Move towards the back, we use this sprue. And on this sprue, we've got a couple of 50 cals. I think that's a mortar. And that might be a mortar too, I'm not sure, I'll have to have a look, but we'll put a mixture of weapons on the back. Start with this center one, trim it up. I think they're, yeah, grenade launcher or mortar combination, I'll have to look it up. But they, I mean, they had come with a variety of weapon systems on them. Like these things were gunned up, like they were, seriously, they're awesome. Just place that center bit there. You know, using all my very bad modeling skills. And then on either side of that, there's some little holes just here and here, and that's for 50 caliber machine guns. Now, I'll put one in, but I think I'm gonna, at some stage, try and crew this vessel with some infantry. So we'll cut one off. My apologies for the cat. So one trim there, and just a matter of just straightening out that barrel a bit. Yeah, you'll know the bottom. I'll see if I can bring it up, get into focus. So that's the top, and the bottom has a little pimple on it. So you know, top and bottom. So a little bit of. Sometimes I use a toothpick. I put glue, you know, just in a little tray like I did with one of the other videos. So pick that up. Yeah, my, you know, fantastic modeling skills once again shining through. Put that 50 cal there. So you can see that 50 cal, I'll bring it up to the camera. So we've got that 50 caliber there. At the back, sorry for my fingers again, you know, professional modeling, isn't it? There's that 50 cal. And we'll put another one on the other side, but at some stage I might actually remove a 50 cal and put crew on it, but for now, you know, we'll put another 50 cal there on the other side, and yeah, sometimes I use a toothpick. Just put a blob of glue in a little tray and then just use a toothpick to pick up glue and then just wipe it onto the model. I keep bumping it off, and good, aren't I? See how professional I am? Go. My apologies for the cat. All right, so that's on there. We'll let that set. That's the build, and that's the last of the brown water Navy Vietnam stuff that I've got. So, you know, we've got the two smaller boats, the two large landing craft, and these two guys. Later on, we'll have a look at them all together. Sorry about that. Yeah, you know, cat meowing and, you know, all that sort of stuff happening in the background. And now we'll move on to infantry. People have asked about infantry, and people have asked about helicopters, so we're going to do helicopters as well. So thanks for watching, and thanks for everyone's support and messages. And sorry we can't continue with painting at the moment because it's just too hot at the moment. So thank you very much. And if you've got a suggestion for something, let me know. And if I've got it, yep, we'll get it out, we'll review it, we'll start building it, we'll get it assembled and done. So yeah, thanks for watching.